Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're taking a quick look at the brand new Aviator T35 sling bag series from tomtoc. I've got the 3.5 liter and the 1.5 liter version here. Now, just last year in 2024, tomtoc released the T33 sling bag, which featured the ripstop nylon. And the T35 is actually the exact same design, except with upgraded materials, going from this ripstop nylon to a now X-Pack. And they're also introducing a bunch of new colors. So not a whole lot has changed otherwise, but in terms of the design, pockets, layout, everything like that. But we're still gonna take a quick look, compare exactly what's changed so you know exactly which one is best for you. Now, quick disclosure here is that tomtoc did send out all of the sling bags we're gonna be looking at today, but knowing money's changed hands, I'm under no obligation to make a video at all about this. This is just my unbiased opinion on one of my favorite bags. Now, checking these bags out under the top down here, we can quickly see the differences. They are the exact same design and the internals are the exact same, but the exterior materials have changed. So the one on the right here, this is the T35. Obviously there's X-Pack, you can see the X pattern, but they also are featuring a new Cordura nylon on the back and on the bottom here. Additionally, they've upgraded from the standard YKK zippers to the reverse coil water guard zippers on the front pocket and the main portion here. Now the back pocket, which has kind of a little gusset here, so it is a little bit more hidden, is still the standard zipper. So I did want to point that out, that one is not the same water guard zipper. Now the only other change, literally, other than those materials, are that instead of the kind of these zip pulls right here, they've just added a little bit of shrink tubing to those to make them, again, maybe a little bit more water resistant and a little easier to grip. And then they've added one piece of branding. So one thing that I really loved about the original T33 is that the branding was so subtle, especially in comparison to how tomtoc often does things with this small T. They still have that on the new version of the bag here, but they've also added their T logo on the front. And it is a little bit shiny, so that kind of stands out a little bit. It's still more subtle than their full name that they've had on some of their other products, but I guess I'm a little disappointed because I love the kind of sleek and stealthy nature of this bag. Adding this little extra piece of branding, not a huge deal, but something I wanted to point out as a difference as well. Now, I did want to mention one thing that you may have already seen is that I have replaced the zipper pulls on the main section of the T33. Again, this has been my go-to sling bag among all the other ones that I own over the last 6 months or so. I really like the size of it. So I just replaced those zipper pulls because I could. And I also went ahead and I actually reversed, you can see kind of this gnarly stitching. I reversed the strap on this one. One thing to note about these tomtoc bags is they are really intended for people who want to wear them on their left shoulder. And so if you have it over your left shoulder, the Duraflex buckle here is very easy to get on and off when the sling is on your chest. And then when you're wearing it on your back, that buckle is pretty well protected underneath, like your arm on your side here. But I'm someone who prefers to wear my crossbody bags on my right shoulder. And so now on this bag, the standard design, that buckle is in a bit of an awkward spot. And so what I have done on the T33, and I may do on the T35 as well, is actually just reverse that. So when I'm wearing this bag, the buckle is in a better location for me. Now, as I mentioned, I also have the 1.5 liter version of both these bags, and the same story from the larger one carries over here. The only difference is nothing with the design, it's just the material on the front and top and all over really, because you're also still getting the Cordura nylon on the back, whereas the original T33 has the ripstop nylon throughout. Obviously the X-Pack, the additional T branding carries over here as well as the additional shrink wrap on the zipper pulls. But otherwise, these are exactly the same bag. The hardware, the strap, all of that is the exact same. Let's actually check out if there's any difference in the weight. So these are both unloaded right now. Let's put the T33 bag on there first. And you can see it's about 199 grams. Next, we will do the T35, make sure it's all the way on there. And you can see it comes in at 233. So a little bit more weight, which makes sense in terms of the heavier material here. Likewise on The larger bag, this will be a little harder to put if we do it upside down like that. I got 296 on there, maybe 290. And then on the X-Pack version, got about 333. So basically an extra 30, 40 grams. But let's go ahead and do a sample load out for each of these so you can see exactly what might fit in it. All right, so starting with the 1.5 liter, let's go ahead and do a sample load out of what I would typically take in a day. Inside, you're gonna see the same orange ripstop nylon that carries over from the T33, as well as the same little key clip here. I usually take this. This is my Rovivon A8 Aurora, my favorite mini flashlight. Love clipping that onto a key leash and throwing that in there, so I always have it. Additionally, I always carry a pen, a pen and a Sharpie. Throw those in there as well. And then a pair of earbuds. Right now I'm using the Samsung Buds 3 Pro. And I'll usually have an extra battery for whatever camera I'm carrying. And that's about all I put in the front pocket. Now in the next pocket back here, you can see on the front section, there is a zippered additional sleeve here to keep some of the smaller items maybe separate from the main contents. And then additionally, there is a kind of elasticated divider here that separates this back section. So this would be a perfect spot. You know, here's the S23 phone. That fits in there very well. You'd have no problem fitting in any of the much larger phones that are so popular. But what I usually carry in here would be a small little battery bank. So put that there. Like I said, I always carry a camera. Lately, I've been using for my small camera carry a Ricoh GR3X. That just fits standing upright, so that is awesome. And then I also usually carry, this is a little alpaca hub pouch that I just carry, you know, some additional medicines, little first aid kit, things like that. And all of that fits in there really quite snugly, but quite well. Still easy to access anything that I may need. And that all zips close like that. And then in the back compartment here, and this is starting to feel a little bit packed out, but I usually carry a little microfiber cloth to clean screens, as well as a mask is something I've been carrying for the last few years, just in case I need it anywhere. It's a little tight because it's not the largest pocket here, just on terms of the physical size, but that will all zip away in there. And that is what the 1.5 liter looks like when it is fully packed out here. So next, let's load out the 3.5 liter here. So up front, I carry similar things. Wanted to note, obviously you get a much taller section here, as well as 2 additional divider pockets. So same things, I throw in the Rovivon A8 Aurora on the key clip there. Sharpie and pen go just in the front section at the bottom there. I also will carry a little hand sanitizer when I have room, which I do here. And then in the smaller pockets, I like having those to divide the smaller items. I'll put the earbuds on one side, battery maybe on the other side. And then when I have a little more space here, I'll sometimes carry an SD card reader, but plenty of space up there for any other small essentials. And then in the main section here, the design difference is you still do get that large front zippered pocket to divide some things. But then on the back, you get a larger divider along with 2 elasticated mesh pockets. So in this one, I will, for now, also carry the Ricoh GR3X, as well as the alpaca hub pouch. That stands up in here, which is nice. And then I've been carrying the Osmo Pocket 3 just to make little family videos. And I have the extra battery and tripod for that, which also fit down on the side there. And so all of that will zip up quite comfortably. But actually, I totally forgot. In the back, I can also carry like a mini tablet. This is a little AllDoc Android tablet, but it's the exact same size as an iPad mini. So that fits in there. That's the nice thing about this size bag, is that it will fit an iPad mini as well. So all of that goes in like that and zips up. And then in the back is where I will now put the battery, mask, and the microfiber cloth, and that all fits in there because it's nice and slim. You got quite a bit more height there, so that easily zips closed. And that is what the 3.5 liter looks like when it is kind of fully packed out. Now, I did want to mention that I do have a full video review of the 3.5 liter version of the T33 sling bag, which I will link up here as well as in the description. And I also have a video comparing that bag to the Air Dacing 3 as well as the Alpaca Go Sling Mini V2, two bags that were much more expensive, especially in the X-Pack versions that I had. I have the Air here, and I will say that this new T35 compares very favorably when I look at these in terms of the materials, quality, craftsmanship, all of that. These two bags are now very similar, but the tomtoc you're gonna get at a much lower price point. And let's talk about pricing real quick. So right now the 3.5 liter is on sale for about $70 US, but I already see that they have a 15% discount. Tomtoc is notorious for having a great discount, so it's around 60 bucks already. The ripstop version, usually you can get it around $40. So it's about $20 more to step up to the X-Pack version, and for that price, I definitely would. On the smaller versions, the 1.5 liter ripstop version is generally around 30 bucks. Again, prices vary with different discounting, and now the X-Pack version is around $40. So again, only like a $10, $15 maybe step up, and I would recommend. I really like X-Pack. It's not for everyone. Maybe you prefer the lighter weight or the less branded design, but in general, I do think that the X-Pack version is worth the step up in price. All right, that's it for this one. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, I'd really appreciate if you can go down and hit that like button and consider subscribing for more videos like this. If you're interested in any of the products we talked about today, please check the links down in the description. It really does help support the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.